Hey guys, it's Misty with my paper cuts, and today I'm coming on to share my January project for the all summer long collaboration that was created and hosted by Brandy over at the Left-Handed Crafter. And for this collaboration, there is a group of us that are doing a project every month that is summer inspired. We are posting on the 20th of each month at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I joined this collaboration because, like I've said before, I live in Arizona, so it pretty much is summer all year here. And so it's been a lot of fun. We have a prompt every month that we follow, but we have crafter's choice, so we can make whatever we feel like. And this month, the prompt was travel. And like I said, I live in the desert. So even though I am a transplant to Arizona, every time I think of traveling, I think of the beach or the ocean, because that, even when I lived in Montana, that was the faraway destination. So for me, the travel theme immediately said beach. And of course, naturally, when it comes to the beach or the ocean, I think of mermaids. And back when Hobby Lobby had a big clearance, I bought some of these mermaid tails. I bought a whole bunch of these different chipboard shapes. I've always loved these, but when they were only $1, I bought what they had. This is my last mermaid. And excuse my hands, I'm a mess, and you'll see why. So I actually did the second one I've ever done of a mixed media project. So here is what I have come up with. So the very first thing that I did for this mermaid tail was I painted it and I covered it front and back with paper. The back has sticky. The back is just this turquoise paper that's just like a tropical color. But the front, I started out with a map paper, and it's kind of hard to see, but I did stick map paper onto the tail, and I coated it with clear gesso in hopes of preserving the map. But then I got really carried away with the pastes and the gesso and the shapes and the stenciling and everything else. So you can't really see too much of the map, but I do like the bits that you can see. The next thing I did was I did a little bit of stenciling, which again, I got carried away and I covered up most of it, but it still added some texture. So I just did some stenciling down here in this area and up here because I knew I wanted my composition to kind of flow this way. And then I just started piling on a bunch of goodies. I had some chipboard pieces. That's what this big piece here is that curls up there, along with this curly piece down here. I still had some gears left over from Halloween. And then I had some dots of chipboard, which I glued down and layered up. I had this really cool metal feather that I glued in here. And then this was a flat metal piece. And on top of that, I put another gear. And then up here, I had this little, like a ornate little frame that's metal. And behind that, I have a piece of cardboard. I was cutting up some cardboard to put behind my laces or my layers. And so I just laid a piece down behind there for some more texture. So then I also have some shells. This one I left bare, but there is one here that is underneath gesso and some texture paste. Obviously the shells will go with the theme. And then I have one flower. I didn't get carried away with the flowers, which was hard. But I did take some pieces of a burlap flower, and you can kind of see it underneath there. I just liked the texture, so I layered it underneath my paper flower, and I folded one in half and shoved it up underneath this feather here. So then I started in using my Lindy's Gang sprays that I recently got. I used some of the flat ones, and then there's also a shimmery one of those moonshine ones in there. And I just had them all out on my desk, and I just started just randomly spraying them and trying to get the color that I liked. And then once I finished all that and dried that, then I did some of the patina paste from Finnabair, and that's what most of this heavy turquoise and mint coloring is. And it adds a wonderful texture. So like here, this white is gesso, but then I did some of the texture paste here. And you could see it. I tried to focus it on the metal pieces and the chipboard pieces. And then just touches here and there. And then in that patina paste, there is this coppery color. So I just used my finger and just swiped it over some different spots. And then I glued in, one of the final touches that I did was I glued in some of these art stones. And I honestly had this done quite a while ago, and I just was frustrated because I was not happy with how it looked. And I think the problem is that there wasn't enough white. Like, it was just all very dark and grungy. And while I like grungy, it was just too dark. So I added in these stones, and they're two different sizes, and inside those stones as well, I did throw some glass glitter. I just sprinkled in some glass glitter while the gel medium was on there, just to fill in the gaps and add a little shine. And then tonight I also added on some of these melange pebbles. So I think there's 4. There's one here, and my lighting is not really showing, it's really blowing out this color, but they're turquoise, and then the other ones are kind of an orangey color. There's one there. And then for the final touch, I added on the one shell that had that was just orange, and I add a little bit of wax. And then I did one of these white chipboard words, and I changed the color with, let me see what color that is. I think it's Rusty Hinge. Yeah, with the Rusty Hinge embossing glaze. And I really liked that pop of orange to kind of bring everything out. But again, for some reason, it's really blowing out the color. Let me see if I... Oh, that's way too dark. It's really much darker in real life than it's coming across on camera. But anyway, that is the project I have for the all summer long collab. And please go easy on me. This is only my second mixed media project, and it is definitely a strong learning curve. There's a lot of textures and techniques and layers and you know, different products to use, and I'm having a lot of fun, but it is pretty intimidating. So like I said, just try to go easy on me, and I will see you guys next month. Be sure to stop down below and check out all the other collaborators. This is really a fun collaboration. It brings summer into the winter, and, you know, working with, you know, usually bright, colorful things, even though I went grungy this month. You know, it's really a fun collab to hop along and bring some cheer into your day. So don't miss any of those great projects. And like I said, I will see you guys next month. Have a great day.